Welcome to the new season, where we'll be reviewing writing, Task 1 for the IELTS General. Let's go!
Hi guys, let's begin by reading the prompt. So the question says, last month you had a holiday overseas where you stayed with some friends. They've just sent you some photos of your holiday. Write a letter to your friends. In your letter, thank them for the photos and for the holiday. Explain why you didn't write earlier and invite them to come and stay with you. Okay, so the letter begins, Dear Jenny Co. All right, so if you're writing a semi-formal or formal letter, this would be fine, plus a title. But if you're writing to a friend, then you just want to go with the first name, right? So, Dear Jenny, I'd like to thank you very much for sending me the photos that we had spent time together on Lunar New Year last month at New York City. Okay, sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to thank you very much for sending me the photos that we had spent time. Okay, you could say that we took while spending time together on the Lunar New Year last month. Now, is it at New York City? No. In New York City. It was a grateful memory that I do not have with you and Jack. Okay, now this is a little confusing. Let me see if I can figure out what the student is saying. So it was a grateful memory. So first of all, you can be grateful for something, but you can't say it's a grateful memory. So it was a great memory that I do not have. Okay, so you were there. And how can you not have the memory? Maybe what she means is I don't have any documents of it. So I don't have like any photos of. So maybe we can just change the sentence, because sometimes if you're writing something that's a little ambiguous, just come up with something else, something that's easier to express, and you know that your reader's not going to have a hard time decoding your message. So it was a great memory, and we could say it was a great memory with you and Jack, and I would like to have some photos to remind me of that eventful, what was it, a week, a day? Eventful time, let's just say eventful time. So it did get a little too long for my taste, but at least it's understandable. All right, next paragraph. Please forgive me for late respond. Okay, so late is an adjective. What do you need after it? You guessed it, a noun. So please forgive me for my late response or my delayed response. After the trip, I had to deal with some tough issues at work and didn't have any chance to respond you earlier. Okay, so after the trip, I had to deal with some tough issues at work and didn't have, okay, so chance is countable. So you can't say any chance. You're gonna have to say a chance. So I didn't have a chance to respond to you earlier. There. Nevertheless, my afternoon manager had to go to emergency 2 weeks ago due to her health problems. Okay, this is taking an interesting turn. My afternoon manager had to go to emergency. Not sure what you mean by go to emergency. Maybe go to the emergency ward of a hospital, or maybe go to, let's just assume that this person was taken to the emergency ward. So let's just do this. My afternoon manager had to go to the emergency ward 2 weeks ago due to her health problems. Nonetheless, I suddenly had to take over her shift and duties. Now, I don't know what nonetheless is doing here, because that's not the relationship between the two sentences. It's a cause and effect relationship, right? So you could say, therefore, as a result, or something of the like. So I'm going to go ahead and use as a result. As a result, I suddenly had to take over her shift and duties. I was a bit overwhelming. No, overwhelmed. That's how you feel, right? ED. So I was a bit overwhelmed to adapt myself in order to manage everything. No, you weren't overwhelmed to adapt. I was a bit overwhelmed trying to adapt myself in order to manage everything. Okay. However, don't forget the comma after. I finally get, well, talking about a past experience, we want to go with got. I finally got used to with all the work. Extra. We don't need this. No. I finally got used to all the work. And again, consistency in your use of tenses. Found some time to write this email to you. Okay. By the way, I want to invite you, Jack, and your family. Okay, so it's 3 people, right? You, Jack, and your family. So don't forget to use the comma to separate, right? You, comma, Jack, and your family to come to Toronto sometime this year. Okay, so once again, sometime it is one word. And you people can stay at home. Okay, this is turning into a confrontation. You people. No, you don't. You never want to call someone you people. Could get you into a lot of trouble. So, this here, and you all, if you're feeling southern, y'all can stay at my place, right? But you can stay. You can is it in English? It could refer to a person or it could refer to a group of people. I'm just gonna say you. So you can stay at my house so I can have a chance to present you some gorgeous sightseeing near to my place. Okay, so near my place, not near to. So I can have a chance to present you some gorgeous sightseeing. So I would just say to take you to some gorgeous sightseeing locations. So take you to some gorgeous sightseeing. Now, sightseeing is an activity, so you can't take someone, you can take someone sightseeing, but you can't take you to some gorgeous sightseeing, right? So I'm going to add the word locations near my place. Please let me know when you guys plan to come. And then here, when you have 2 short sentences, if you can use something like so, it's always better than an adverbial. So I can book off in advance. Now, I don't know why you would book off, but not just regularly book. So I can book. You might want to say what you want to book, but so I can book. I'm going to say everything in advance. I look forward to hear. No, I look forward to hearing, right? So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Best loves. I have never been on the receiving end of a letter that ends with best loves. Love, maybe. Best loves, a little too much for me. So let's go with love. Monica. All right. Okay. So here's my evaluation of this piece of writing. Again, in terms of task response, I feel that all of the bullets have been covered, more or less, and that they've been explained sufficiently. But we do have quite a few lexico-grammatical issues in there. In addition to the fact that sometimes the use of linkers fall flat and they're not used appropriately at all times. So this student has to be mindful of how they're using their linkers and connectors, following the advice that I outlined here. And then also review the what they've written one more time at the end to make sure that there aren't any comma splices there, that the verbs are consistent, and then this piece of writing can definitely improve. Now, as it is now, I think that the score would be something between 5 or 5.5. And so with the improvements, I'm sure that the student can achieve a much higher score. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this useful. Happy learning.
So, how was it? We hope you found this episode useful, guys. Don't forget to subscribe here for more lessons like this one. Keep on practicing.